Hey there guys, this is Aaron. How's it going today? So, I'm just going to go ahead and start off from where we're at, kind of explain what's going on. I have actually decided that the spring that came with the kit isn't worthy of going on there because the quality of this metal is quite deplorable. It's not that great. So I'm actually using the factory spring because it's actually a little bit more stout, because I've been having nothing but problems with that spring in particular. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drop in the spring, which I'll do right now. Now you do want a little bit of grease in here. Not a lot, but you can see just right around this, there's actually like a little groove in there. You just want just a nibble of grease in there. You can see I already greased it, but I'm just kind of demonstrating at the moment what you should do when you do this. You don't want a whole lot, because that's the thing. Grease will actually degrade your pull cord, so you don't want that. And you can see I've already looped this through. When you put this into the pull cord in here, you want to make sure to double knot it so it doesn't come undone. Very important. This in here, you can put one knot in there, doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is our pull cord spring goes in like this. So I'm just going to go ahead, put that in there, and actually press down, let it release, and make sure the hook locks. And there we go. Whole time while pressing down on it, don't be scared. Just make sure it kind of unwinds in there so it doesn't come out, because it can be a bit of a trick to get it in there. As you can see, I got this kind of restraining band to hold it. Alright, now that I got that in there, we got this. And we're just going to go ahead, press it down in there. And you can see it already dropped down in there and locked into place. And I just want to make sure that it kind of catches the spring. You want to make sure that grabs it. Okay, so I actually got that to kind of fall into place a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and drop in our locking keys. You can see I already took the liberty to install our new basket on here. You can see, all brand new. So go ahead and drop these in. Oh, don't get away from me, spring. Alright. So once you got those free springs installed on these, just going to make sure they're pushed down in there. I'm going to take a copper washer, drop it down in there. These only fit in one way. You can see it's got that little notch in there, and they'll actually just fit in one way only. So go ahead, drop in that. And there's this plate. There's actually an extra little spring that fits in here, but I can never get the thing to work quite like it should, so I'm not bothering with it. It's really not necessary. But if anybody's got any ideas about how to get that in there correctly, and you know what I'm talking about, you will see. So go ahead, clip that there. Take a pair of pliers, pull on the C-clip, bring it over. There we go. Opens up, shuts. Alright, looks good. Kind of wipe that off. I'm going to keep all the grease kind of centralized. Alright. I tried painting this thing, but I had so many problems with the actual spring that came with the kit because it's so thin. It kept bending and snapping. You can see I actually rebent it over and it kept popping off and stuff like that once I wound it up. So it was having nothing but issues with that, so it had to go, unfortunately. Okay, so the way I do it is there's actually a little itty bitty groove in here. You can see that. I just bring the rope over, slide it over into that groove, pull over, and then slide it over, and it should just go around. And that's how you get your tension in these. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit, and hopefully you get the idea. Alright, so now that I got it recoiled, here's where the problem was with this spring. No matter how much I coiled it, when I pulled on this, it would lightly set in there. Like, you know, it'd be hanging down like that, and if I coiled it any tighter, the spring would actually bend and pop off and stuff, because you can see, like, the quality of this. Yeah, I don't know, just make sure you see that, but yeah, it doesn't take much at all. Like, that's not a very good quality spring that came with this kit. So, big writing down for that. I don't like it. So, I got that spare spring now, but using the factory spring, I now have enough spring back to where this will actually function. The tongs seem to work pretty good. That's what we'd like to see. No damage up in here. Show you the previous one that we had. Just the original one off the bike, and you can see just how much wear is on that. I mean, just a god-awful amount of damage done to this. But then again, I got a bigger piston in this bike and stuff, and it has a whole lot of compression, so it just like twisted and stuff like this. Now that the motor's actually broken a little bit more, actually has less compression, but man, it was just, at first, man, felt like it was ripping your arm out of socket. So yeah, I've been like working like crazy on this, and I just been having problems with the pull start kit and stuff like that. Like, I had a small dent right here, and that was actually causing problems with the pull start kit. And just that spring, man, the spring that you get with the kit is just garbage. So I mean, it's brand new, but again, you can just see how little that takes to actually damage that. I mean, you know, not a very good quality spring. It doesn't have very much pull to it. So again, I like the OEM spring a lot better. The rest of the kit seems to be fairly decent quality. I don't seem to have any problems with it. So we're going to give this a try, and hopefully this will work out for me. And, you know, if you guys like the video, please rate, subscribe. I love to hear from you guys. You know, and as always, you know, please give me a thumbs up. I would give you guys a thumbs up if you asked for it. And you don't know how much it helps for you to actually click the like button and stuff. So it helps get me out there more into like YouTube and stuff, and it helps spread my channel. So if you guys like what I do on my channel, please thumbs up. Peace out, guys. You have a great day. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw this on the bike, start it, and show you guys that it works, functions. It's a little scratched up now, but I had to pull this thing apart like 3-4 times because of this spring. Down, and it's just spray paint, so I got a rest again. I can touch it up anyways. Maybe sand it down again and redo it. Alright, later guys.